you might say it's a paradox. Sustainability is trying to keep on doing what you're doing, and then innovation is trying to do something totally different. But we should avoid any misunderstandings in these semantics. Sustainable innovation is actually innovating within certain constraints, and constraints that are more rigid than what we normally have. Most of the problems that occur in product development or service development and design is that we think the sky is the limit. But the more we are constrained, the more we can constrain our designs, the more chance we have of really having what we call a sustainable innovation. And sustainable innovation is just an innovation that does not it's not harmful for the planet. It doesn't introduce extra synthetic materials. It doesn't degrade forests and landscapes, etc. And of course, it has all the respects for human rights. So within those constraints, you can really innovate. And innovating for me is always around what's called job to be done or the customer job. But it requires a certain mindset, and the mindset then we talk about values. If you do not have the values to accept these constraints, you're not going to go to sustainable innovation. And so 70% of my time is spent in practice, 30% of my time is spent in academic research. And one of the things I always ask leaders, people who are actually having the mandate and the budgets to change things, is if you look in the mirror and look deep down inside of you, and then come back with an answer the next day on the question. And the question is, do you think that you have a responsibility beyond monetary profit? Yes or no? And much to my sadness, most of them come back and say, no, we don't believe it. So we're fighting a paradigm where we are actually acting. We are acting according to a paradigm which has been drilled into us, that we should, as a business, go after monetary profits, and the others just extras if we have some time for it, if we have the luxury for it. They're not luxuries. So that is actually rooted in the values of leadership and the values of companies. So there is to me, a direct correlation between the values that you have and that you live and work by, and the innovation activities and results that you get.